Hey everybody, and welcome to another process video by Just Nick. This is Nicole Noah-Sad, and I have a process video today using the April Hip Kit. Hip Kits, oh that's hard to say. And this is one we did for National Scrapbooking Day. It's today, yay! We actually are hosting a whole bunch of challenges on our forum on Facebook, so if you have some time today to check it out, that would be great. And my topic is on straight lines. So I go into more of it on the Facebook group, kind of what the whole idea is with using straight lines. So that's how I actually made 2 pages. So this is the first one I made for this kind of challenge. So I just cut a whole bunch of strips from the April kit, and I used just a variety of different colors, kind of in a rainbow pattern. And I'm just going to embellish each of those strips really simply with some vellum and some plain white cardstock, and then some papers of similar colors, I guess. So this gray is not exactly blue, but it has a bit of a blue undertone, so I chose to use that. And then there's the second yellow paper. So anyway, I just decided to kind of go with that and see where it took me. And so I just kind of layered these strips along my page. And then I'm going to add a whole ton of stitching. And I did it all in white thread, but in hindsight now, I wish I had done it in different colors along each row. That kind of would have looked better, I think, and gone with the whole rainbow kind of theme. And yes, I have that much thread. For whatever reason, I always seem to stick to white thread, and I never really switch. And if I do, I kind of stick with that color for a while. So I went through a gold kick a couple weeks ago where I sold a whole bunch of stuff with gold thread. So anyway, I guess I'm just lazy when it comes to the thread and all that. So I'm just going to quickly sew this up here. And I guess the whole idea with this page is that I create the strips, but I also want to add a whole bunch of embellishments along those strips. So this is kind of where I get to that part. And I just have these photos of my daughter, and these are some old photos that I've actually just ripped off an old layout I had. I had about 10 boxes of layouts, pizza boxes, that I went through and decided I didn't like the layouts anymore. I know, blasphemy. But I went ahead and I took off as many photos as I could. And some of the photos I knew I had digitally, so I didn't even bother. I truthfully tossed those pages in the garbage, which I know was really bad. But I really didn't like them anymore, and I thought, you know what, I like the pictures, I can kind of re-scrapbook them, and I don't add a lot of journaling. I know I should probably say, preserve your journaling and your memories, but truthfully, I do scrapbooking a lot for my creative kind of outlet. And yeah, the photos are important to me, and journaling and getting all that down, but a lot of the time, I really am concerned with just kind of having an outlet for something to do, well, it's become more of a hobby. And oh, look, Nicole spilled her tea. So I'm just going to quickly clean that up. Sorry, there's my big head. And that should be my public service announcement for the day, is do not have a liquid near your project. So anyway, you can see I added some of those Maggie Holmes sequins, the gold kind of seal color, and then the little mint green ones along the green strip. And I really like the gold ones. They're kind of fun. They're kind of like a flower seal type shape, and they're gold, but they're more of a brassy kind of gold. They're not super shiny, which is kind of nice. And I thought they actually kind of went really well with my daughter's dress, because that's kind of the idea. Her dress was like this brownish beige but gold kind of color, and this was actually done on Christmas probably about 3 years ago, this picture, and she was so proud of being all dressed up for church. So it was just super cute. So I'm just going to kind of play around with some of the embellishments in the kit now that my papers are all done, and I'm just going to add touches of gold and different colors along those strips. And you can see I added that Amy Tangerine flower in behind my photo, and it kind of gathers the pink towards the yellow in the page. And then I'm going to play around with my title, and these stickers are super awesome. I love foam thickers. They're my favorite, and I like the fact that these can kind of bend if you want to layer them over top of things. So that's why I like the foam ones the best, and I love the Scriptic font, so it's perfect for something like this. So I just think girly pages deserve a scripty font. I don't know why, but that's just my thing. So it made it super easy, and cute and wonderful was on there, so I just kind of went with that. And then I'm going to add some gold thread just behind some of my circular embellishments here. And I end up playing around with this way more than I need to, but I like the look that I've seen on some of the other design team girls pages where they do this threaded look, and I thought it was going to be super easy because they make it look super easy in their process videos. You know, girls like Missy and Amelie and Marinette, they make it look so easy. They just have it there on their page and it looks fabulous, and I am klutzy, so it's not easy for me. So I end up fooling around a lot with this next one here. I decided to put it behind that bigger wood veneer circle. And I thought, oh, I'll just twist it around my fingers, and then I'll just put some glue dots on my wood veneer and then stick it on there. And yeah, it's going to look fantastic. It's be super easy, but it was almost too perfect. You want it to be really messy. So I ended up just shoving a whole bunch more on my page and then spushing that glue dot into it. And then it kind of worked. And then, as you'll see, I end up adding some foam adhesive, my favorite, in behind it anyway because my photos are popped. And it kind of helps keep the thread where I want it to look intentionally messy. So even though I tried to make it look intentional, like not intentionally messy, it looks more perfect than it should. Anyway, enough about the thread. So yeah, so I'm just kind of adding to this here, and what you won't be able to see is after I film the video, I actually, those 3 little hearts on that wood tag, I added just some gold, I think it's the Heidi Swapp Color Shine that I added, and I just unscrewed the nozzle and kind of dipped the end into each of those little hearts just to kind of add a little bit of shine. So I'll show you a close-up of that later on, but yeah, and I love these epoxy shapes. I think these are Amy Tangerine, and they're super cute to add just along as an embellishment on the page. And there's some really fun gold hearts on there that I thought were super cute, and I did add those in a couple different spots. But other than that, I pretty much just stuck with the same kind of color scheme, and then I grabbed these little phrase stickers from Amy Tangerine, and I love the fact that there's several different colors in a pack because that doesn't always happen. Usually you have to buy a pack of these type of stickers and there's like just pink or just yellow or just gray, for example, but it's super smart to have all these in one package, and I really love that. I would love to do a page with just that all kind of line up on one area, but anyway, here's my final page, and you can kind of see all the different embellishments just layered by color. That was kind of my rainbow type effect, and there's that gold on those hearts. And yeah, so that's pretty much my page, and I hope you'll check out our National Scrapbooking Day forum on Facebook. And I also have something fun to announce, that I have actually started my own cut file store. I've been doing cut files for about 3 years, and with the encouragement of some of my friends, decided to go ahead and give it a try, so I hope you'll stop by there. And otherwise, if you want to check out more of my projects, please hop over to my blog. Here's the address for you here, and I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up. And have a great National Scrapbooking Day, and thanks so much for stopping by.